What's good, y'all? It's Blake from BTB Kicks, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I get questions all the time about how I started and what it's like running a sneaker restoration shop, and even my personal sneaker rotation. So today I am answering your questions. Let's get into it.
How did BTB Kicks get started?
BTB Kicks was started over like 8 to 10 years at this point, cleaning my own shoes as a middle schooler, and then pretty much taking care of my shoes. I sold honey buns and chips to be able to afford all the sneakers I wanted in school. From there, I bought the shoes, of course. Having the shoes, you gotta keep them clean, so I experimented with different cleaners. I started with Lysol wipes, all the crazy stuff, toothbrushes, but then eventually I found a sneaker cleaning product that I liked and used, and I practiced on all my pairs. And then after that, my classmates started asking me,
"Oh, Blake, how do you keep your shoes so clean? Can you clean my pair?"
So I started cleaning their pairs, and other kids from other schools started asking me to clean their pairs, and then eventually adults started asking me to clean their pairs. So at that point, I was about to graduate high school, and I decided to make a business. I got a logo made, started up an Instagram account, and here we are today, BTB Kicks.
Why the name BTB Kicks?
It's pretty simple, honestly. It's just my name. BTB is Blake Timothy Brown, and then Kicks. So I was just keeping it simple, just doing that,
How did you learn to restore sneakers?
Restoring sneakers wasn't too hard, at least at first, because I was taking my time with it and doing the different stuff. So I was watching YouTube videos, Vic Almighty, Retro Snickers, John Manolo, and then Sneakerhead in the Bay, watching them on YouTube and kind of learning all the tips and tricks and basics and how to clean shoes the right way.
What's been the biggest challenge running your own sneaker business?
The biggest challenge running my own sneaker business has probably been handling the load of the shoes. Kind of like, okay, we have a lot of shoes to do. How can I distribute the work evenly and get it all done efficiently while upkeeping the quality of work and customer experience high, in some sense, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the customer gets the best experience possible and we do the best work possible. And when those two combine, we get good results.
Do you ever plan to open more locations or franchise BTB Kicks?
I can't say right now. I'd say that's definitely a goal for the future, but before I franchise and do different stuff like that, I would definitely get a bigger location and kind of grow with that, because I still want to be present in the business, and I still enjoy coming in every day, working with the guys, and putting in work and making customers happy.
What's your all-time favorite sneaker to restore?
All-time favorite sneaker to restore? I would probably have to say, maybe Jordan 4s or maybe Jordan 1s. Those are some of my favorite Jordans to wear. Those are a little more tedious to clean, but I'd say my one that the clean that makes me the most, the clean that's the most satisfying to do probably has to be on mesh shoes. So I'd probably say a Yeezy or a Hoka or any type of mesh running shoe or something like that, because those typically look the worst, and then you can see the best transformation on those.
What's the toughest shoe you ever restored?
I'd probably have to say Jordan 6s. Those are a pain to clean. Those are the straight pain.
Are there any sneakers you won't clean or restore?
No, not very often. I say more so the designer sneakers. They're the ones that I typically won't restore. Not all the pairs, but some pairs like the Burberrys and then the Chanels. The way they make the shoe, they make it impossible to clean. They'll put a white suede up top, but then they'll have a black leather interior, and if you get any part of that shoe wet, the black is gonna bleed up onto the white, and it's just kind of impossible to clean.
Have you ever accidentally messed up a pair?
I have. Back in the day when I was first starting, I was icing a pair of shoes and I put too much on the on the soles. I guess it dripped from the sole up to the front of the shoe, and basically when I came back to get the shoes, it was crispy, they were burnt. it was like charcoal.
What's the most expensive pair of sneakers you've worked on?
I'd probably say either Red October Air Yeezy 2s or What the Dunk lows. the original pair.
How did you grow your following between the short frame of time online?
I just kept posting, staying consistent, kept putting in work on the shoes, and it was just a passion of mine, so it didn't even really feel like work.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone trying to start a sneaker business?
Put yourself out there. Practice makes perfect. Definitely practice on your own shoes, practice on your family shoes. Definitely start out by charging like small amounts, because I remember when I started, I was charging $10 a pair, which is far away from what I'm charging now. But once you get your experience, you can kind of raise your prices from there and then keep building and keep building. Branch out, learn new skills, like not only cleaning, but how to ice, but how to paint, how to do re-glue, stuff like that. And over time, you'll have enough skills to start your own business and, you know, expand.
What makes BTB Kicks different from other sneaker cleaners?
What makes BTB Kicks different from other sneaker cleaners is the fact that we put our hearts and souls into every single pair that we clean. Like, we treat it as if they were our own. And you know, sometimes mistakes might happen or we might miss something, but of course we're always trying to make it right for the customer. And personally, like, I take everything personally when it comes to customer experience and how I do a pair. If it doesn't come out the best, you know, I'll try to, you know, compensate, or I'll explain to the customer before they even leave the shoes with us, like, okay, this shoe's not gonna come back, or this shoe's not gonna be how you're thinking it is. I'm trying to set the expectation so you're not disappointed at the very end, and so you're fully aware of what you're about to get before you even pay me in general. Because I'd much rather tell you the truth up front than have you come back and say like I lied to you or something. So definitely being honest and putting in the best work we can on all shoes that we do.
What's your personal sneaker rotation looking like right now? Right
now, my personal sneaker rotation has honestly been kind of simple. Like, I don't really wear like my hype stuff as much. I'm really all for comfort at the moment, just because I'm standing all day. So I'm wearing like Hoka's, Adidas Ultra Boost, Nike Vomeros, stuff like that, the P6000s, everything comfort. Like right now, I'm wearing a pair of Yeezy slides or whatever, but I'm about to switch into these Hoka's for my 30-day challenge on the way.
Do you have a girl you're still chasing?
I actually acquired one of the girls I was still chasing, I guess. Well, not anymore, but it was a pair of What the Kobe 8s. I wanted those in 2013 when they first came out. I was unable to get them. I cried about that shoe. This time around, I was able to secure them, and the inner 13-year-old from back then is happy again. So I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or if I'm gonna keep it, but it's just such a crazy shoe, and I just never thought I would have it, that I'm just so happy to have it in my collection.
If you weren't restoring sneakers, what would you be doing?
I would probably be somewhere in corporate working at an office building, but I can't really see myself doing anything other than being an entrepreneur personally.
What's your favorite tool or product you use on the daily?
Well, in the shop, I'd say the crepe cleaner. Somebody got a bottle, like, pass me that bottle really quick, throw that to me. Yes, the Cure by Crepe. This is something that we use daily in the shop. It's one of the best sneaker cleaners that we've ever touched. It foams up well, has a pleasant smell, and if you use code BLA10, you can get 10% off on their website in the description down below. All right, y'all, so that's pretty much a wrap on this Q&A. I had fun. I hope you all enjoyed my answers as much as I did creating the video. But if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them down below, and I might even do a part 2. But without further ado, you already know who to bring your shoes to, BTB Kicks. If you all need some work done, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram at BTB_Kicks. And like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.